Hello everyone, I'm going to share with you another great math tool that you will see often in our Bridges math curriculum. These are 10 frames and double 10 frames, also called 20 frames. A 10 frame is a 5 by 2 array used to help us see the friendly numbers of 5 and 10. Double 10 frames are two 10 frames used to help us with the friendly numbers of 10 and 20. Remember, landmark numbers or friendly numbers are numbers that are easy for us to add and subtract with. 10 frames are a great tool to help you model addition and subtraction problems using different strategies. Mathematicians are able to problem solve in many different ways. So this is an empty 10 frame. You can see there are 10 empty boxes with 5 in the top row and 5 in the bottom row. When I build a number on the 10 frame, I build from left to right. So for example, I can build the number 4. And when I build going across this way, we call this the 5-wise way because I'm building towards 5. I can see that this is 4 without counting because I know a whole row is 5 and 1 less than 5 is 4. I could also build 4 as 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. When I build a number this way, that is called the pairwise way. The pairwise way helps me know about doubles. I know 2 plus 2 makes 4. Remember, my goal is to see how many dots there are without counting by ones. 10 frames also help me to make my combinations to 10 automatic. I can see that there are 4 boxes filled and 6 are still empty. And I know 4 plus 6 makes 10. 10 frames also help me to decompose numbers, which is a fancy way to say take numbers apart. So each of these 10 frames are representing the number 7. I can see that the blue dots are 7 without counting by ones because I know that a whole row is 5 plus 2 more on the bottom makes 7. 7 equals 5 plus 2. The purple dots show 7 a different way. I have 4 on the top and 3 on the bottom. 7 equals 4 plus 3. Double 10 frames work in the same way. So I'm going to show you a 10 frame, double 10 frame. Just look for a second. And now turn and tell somebody next to you how many dots you saw and how you saw them. Okay, if you said 16, then you were right. I know that when I have a whole row of 10 and 6 on the bottom, that makes 16. Here's a different way that I could see that 16. I have 8 on the top and 8 on the bottom, and I know 8 plus 8 is 16. With a double 10 frame, I can also see that I have 10 purple dots and 6 yellow dots. So I'm really seeing my 10 plus 6 again. The double 10 frame helps to make the visual model also to make 20. I know that I have 16 and 4 are empty. 16 plus 4 makes 20. The last way I'm going to talk about using 10 frames are to visually represent adding and subtracting multi-digit numbers. And I'm going to use some smaller 10 frames that I have to represent my equation. So my problem might be 46 plus 36. I can build that problem with my frames. So I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 4 groups of 10, and then 6 ones to make my 46. And I can build my 36, 10, 20, 30, and 6 more ones. When I add these numbers together, I know that this 4 doesn't really mean 4. It really represents 40, or 4 groups of 10. So I can combine my 4 groups of 10 to my 3 groups of 10, or 30, and I can quickly see that that makes 70. When I add my 6 ones plus another 6 ones, I know that that makes 12. So I can think of my problem as being 70 plus 12. So I'll write that here. And I can use my 10 frames even more to see that if I imagined these 4 dots finished my 10 here, I would have 2 left over. So I can combine this 10 with that group of 70, and I know 70 plus another 10 makes 80, and 2 ones makes 82. 10 frames are an easy tool to help us see and understand how to add and subtract numbers.